Welcome to The Boss, Business Ownership Success Strategies, only here at paulkirch.com. Okay, you probably found us for a reason. You know, maybe you're somebody living in that someday world. You're a wantrepreneur. You want to own your own company. You want to be your own boss, but something's holding you back. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's self-doubt. Maybe you don't feel like you have the skills to be successful as an entrepreneur. See, I'm here to tell you that the characteristics of an entrepreneur, you go out and do a Google search, you'll see that there's a lot of information out there, people giving lists of what characteristics do you need. I can tell you all the characteristics of a good entrepreneur are within every one of us. We just need to find a way to unleash them, and I'm going to help you do that. Maybe you're already an entrepreneur, maybe you already have a business and you just want to take it to the next level. Whatever your reason for being here, I commend you, and I want to say thank you, and I will tell you, you're definitely in the right place. See, paulkirch.com is built on 3 principles. We're here to educate, we want to provide you training, tips, tools, some great things that you can take away and take action. I want to empower you. Now, there's a lot of information out there about empowering entrepreneurs, and I think a lot of them miss the mark. See, I spent 20 years having a really successful career. The more I moved up, the harder it was to walk away from it. I always wanted to own my own business, but I was that entrepreneur that I mentioned. You know, I was somebody that was living in a someday world, and it almost didn't happen, but when it did, it was the most liberating and empowering thing I've ever done for myself. And I want to help you do that. I don't want you waiting 20 years. And if you've already waited 20 years, let's don't wait a day longer. Let's start now. Let's take action and make things happen. And the third element is enlightenment. Now, I think this is one of the most critical things that's often not discussed in the way it needs to be discussed. The world needs entrepreneurs now more than it ever has. And that may seem dramatic to you, but it's really true. See, entrepreneurs, they create jobs. They make the world a better place by providing tools and services. They make a huge impact. Entrepreneurs, on average, create 3 jobs. So 100 new entrepreneurs, that's 300 new jobs. 1,000 entrepreneurs, that's 3,000 new jobs. It doesn't take long before entrepreneurs make a huge splash. They help stimulate the economy. The average entrepreneur has higher earning potential than any employee, and that means that they're going to be paying more taxes. They're giving back in a lot of ways. Entrepreneurs make a huge splash. And the impact you can have on people's lives by providing tools that maybe make their life better, or hiring an employee that couldn't find a job otherwise. There's so many things that entrepreneurs do. It's like drops of water in a pond. The ripples just spread out, and there's so many great things that come from it. And the more money you make as an entrepreneur, the more you can give back in other ways. You know, maybe starting a charity foundation, or giving back to charity, or finding ways to volunteer. Entrepreneurs can make a huge impact in the world. So what's The Boss all about? The Boss is Business Ownership Success Strategies, where I host my blog. It's where articles, training, all the great features, interviews, they're going to be here at The Boss. So keep checking back. So one of the features I'm super excited about, it's called the Daywalker series. Now, Daywalkers are people that I love. They are people that by day are employees of a company, and by night are building out their own business. I'm going to introduce you to people like lovely Juliana Imansky. Now, Juliana is a barista at my local coffee shop. She holds 2 other jobs while pursuing a career as a full-time professional opera singer. She's her own booking agent. She built her own website. This girl's amazing. She's working around the clock to make things happen. She has a vision, a dream, and she's pursuing it. I'm going to introduce you to people like Jimmy Tango. Jimmy Tango, I host a business podcast show with him called Business Beyond the Trenches. It's at tangoandkirch.com, and I encourage you to check it out. Jimmy Tango is an amazing marketer, an amazing SEO expert. By day, he has a full-time job, but his goal and his dream is to be a full-time self-employed person, and he's working towards it. You know, the point of the Daywalker series is I want you to see that there's no room for excuses. As entrepreneurs, as people that are struggling to own their own business, a lot of times we make excuses. There's no room for excuses. These people don't make excuses. They work around the clock to make it happen. Jimmy's a full-time worker, has his own business. He's a father, husband. There's no excuses. You can make it happen if you want. Turn off the TV and go make some things happen. So what about some of the interviews? Mara Glazer, daughter of Bill Glazer of the Glazer Kennedy fame. And if you don't know who Bill Glazer is, or Mara, or Dan Kennedy, go do a Google search. Some amazing people. Mara has a website that she's built called The Busy Buzz. She's a full-time entrepreneur. She's out there influencing other people, helping them see that they can have the life they want. I can tell you, you're going to just be blown away by the interview. What about people like Peter Calabrese? Peter Calabrese is a guy who knows how to own a stage. He knows how to teach people to own a stage. He's somebody who knows how to help people build a personal brand. He's got a lot of great skills and a lot of great knowledge, and he's going to share some of that stuff with you. You want to be a better salesperson, you want to be a better presenter, you want to be a better networker, Peter Calabrese is a guy who can help you. What about Dan Swanson? Dan Swanson, this guy is incredible. He's owned 15 companies, he's a full-time consultant, a serial entrepreneur, and an amazing one at that. He wrote a book called Exit Rich, where he actually helps people understand that when they get to the end of their career with their business, they can turn around and sell it and have a lot of money in their pocket walking away. Dan is an incredible guy. He's going to give you so much. What about people like Matt Zalewski? Matt Zalewski knows how to influence buying decisions. He knows why people buy, and he knows how to influence it. It's not about manipulation. It's about good marketing. It's about good copy. It's about doing things that will really attract customers and make them want to buy from you and be loyal to you. What about Mark Evans? Do you have a product? Do you have a service? You want to launch it out to the world? Mark Evans is your man. He works with Jeff Walker, who founded Product Launch Formula. He's one of his coaches, but he also has his own business where he teaches people and works with them on how to launch their products out and be successful. He's made a lot of people a lot of money, and Mark's going to share some amazing stuff with us. So what about some articles coming up? Well, one of the articles that I'm really fond of is on a topic that I think is maybe a little overexploited. People talk about passion. Find your passion. Pursue your passion. And I'm not going to discount it. Passion is important. You have to be passionate about what you're doing. Unfortunately, though, passion can die under the weight and strain of what it takes to be a business owner. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that it's all rosy. There's a lot of work ahead of you. And there's a lot of things that are really hard about being an entrepreneur, but it's so rewarding. But you need something beyond passion, and I'm going to help you find that. And I'm going to show you what that is, and we're going to talk about it, and you're going to be able to implement that into your life. So some training, sales training. I'm not going to teach you to be a used car salesman, just the opposite. I'm going to teach you to engage. I'm going to teach you to build relationships, trust. I'm going to teach you to be consultative, but also somebody who people will actually seek out because you're going to be seen as a resource. It's one of the most critical things. And this is what I do on a daily basis. I own my own consulting agency where I work with companies, helping them build out their sales organization and helping their salespeople be better at building relationships and trust. I also work with people on a daily basis, helping them with their marketing. You know, better marketing. How's that marketing actually going to make an impact? What things can you do today to be successful? Integrating social media into it. What about business strategy, business planning? All those things. They're going to come to you here at The Boss. They're going to be available to you, and I want you to take advantage of them. It's going to be a great opportunity. Now, see, I didn't grow up with a lot of examples of entrepreneurial success around me. I grew up in a small town. We just didn't have much, and the people that were business owners there, a lot of them were struggling. So I didn't grow up with those examples. I didn't have people that could push me and show me the way. I didn't have people that could hold me accountable. See, I want to bring those things to you. I want to bring you the things that I didn't have growing up, but that over the years I've been able to gain. I've built amazing relationships. I've been able to have an amazing, blessed career. And those things are the reason that I started paulkirch.com. Because I want to give back and I want to help entrepreneurs. You're people that I'm passionate about helping. I want to thank you for taking your next step in the journey by joining The Boss. Business Ownership Success Strategies. The Boss is the last boss you'll ever need.